Hey guys, so today we're going to talk about some stomach issues related to bloating, related to stomach pain, and then also about celiacs. So I'm going to talk first about some of the questions you guys had about bloating and about experiencing, embarrassing bloat or sometimes bad stomach pain that you don't understand. And then after that, I'll go into my story about how I was diagnosed as celiac and how I've been doing the gluten-free diet. But first, I want to talk just about the bloating. So I know a lot of you are concerned about it. I know it doesn't feel good to be bloated. Pardon me. I know that it contributes to a lot of body image issues. Why is my stomach doing this thing? Why do I feel so huge? I mean, it's not even just a physical thing in the mirror. I remember seeing myself in the mirror and obviously not liking the bloat, but I would feel bad. I would feel really full or really in pain sometimes. And I think the most important thing you need to know is that you're not alone and that this is not in your head. It's painful and it's embarrassing. But here's the thing. The bottom line is your body is going to go through a lot of changes. All the time. All the time it's going to take a different form and it's going to have a different shape and it's going to look different in the mirror depending on how much water you retain. And I talked about that in the recovery video. But the other thing is that if you really are experiencing like severe pain or bloating every day, or for example, irregular bowel movements, I know nobody wants to talk about that, but let's get into it. Part of my post-recovery process was realizing that I really wasn't going to the bathroom. And I think that happens with a lot of people who have been under-eating or restricting or been in a binge-purge cycle. I really wasn't able to go to the bathroom. My body wasn't absorbing nutrients. I was weight restored, but I was in a lot of pain. When you don't go to the bathroom, I was constipated all the time and I was bloated all the time, and it's just not fun. And eventually it led to some really debilitating stomach pains in my lower abdomen, and I had to go to a doctor. So if you're experiencing something irregular on a daily basis, a painful bloat on a daily basis, stomach pain, you're not going to the bathroom, you're going to the bathroom too much, talk to your doctor. I'm here for you guys always, but I'm not a doctor and I want you to get the best help that you can. And I think that it's always a good idea to consult a professional if that's happening to you. But at the same time, doctors don't know everything. Some of you may be in the stage where you've gone to your doctor, these are my symptoms, this is what's hurting me, fix me. And when I did that, I got so many different responses. Like, I was diagnosed with IBS, I was diagnosed with gastroparesis, I was diagnosed with a slow stomach, whatever that means. But all of these things didn't really help me because they were just throwing words at me and they were putting me on elimination diets, like stop eating dairy and then stop eating bread and just see how you feel. Well, I didn't know how I felt. I was eliminating too many things at once and it was scary more than anything. I just felt not normal and I felt in pain and embarrassed because I was bloated all this time and I was in pain. But I think I really wish somebody had just told me during that time to take a breath and to not worry so bad about it. Because here's the thing. You have your whole life to figure out what makes your body feel good. You have your whole life to figure out what doesn't. And it's really a process. No one doctor is going to be able to look at you and say, don't eat that and you'll be 100% better. Unless you have some sort of, allergy, in which case you probably would have known that when you were little. But for me, it was elimination diets. It was frustrating. I was intimidated. I was frustrated. Like, why isn't my body working like everyone else's? You just have to take it one step at a time. Try what your doctors tell you, but at the same time, don't be afraid to get a second opinion. The way that I was finally diagnosed as celiac and I started being in control of my illness, or my, whatever you want to call it, is when I got a second opinion. Because the first doctor I saw after they had done blood tests that were conducive with celiacs, after they had done the colonoscopy and endoscopy and saw, pretty much conclusive evidence, my doctor still told me, if you can eat some bread or pasta once in a while and you don't feel pain, go ahead. So I took that at face value, like, okay, cool. I mean, a lot of celiacs can't, but I guess I can because my doctor said so. But everything I was reading online and everyone else who I had talked to about it said, no, if you're celiac, you cannot have even a little bit of gluten. That's dangerous for you. So I got a second opinion, and it turns out, that's correct, that as a celiac, you have to be very careful of cross-contamination, about your food touching. You have to be very careful about hidden sources of gluten. And I had no idea. This doctor told me that I was fine until I saw another one who told me the truth. I was still harming my body. So it's really important to see a doctor if you're having these symptoms. It's really important to get a second opinion if something doesn't feel right. And also just to remember that you've got time to figure this out. And at the same time, if you're a little bit bloated, you're just still as beautiful. I know that's the hardest part, but like I talk about in a lot of my posts, stress is a huge trigger for my bloat, for my stomach issues. I will feel physical pain when I get stressed in my stomach, and maybe that's you, and it's not in your head. It's real. I've talked to doctors about it too. And just know that if you're experiencing these bloat, if you're experiencing these post-recovery issues with your stomach, obviously talk to a doctor, but also know that this is normal. And that by removing the pressure off of yourself, by reminding yourself, okay, I maybe don't feel my best right now, but I am still beautiful, I am still worthy of love, and I am still as great as I'm ever going to be, that helps, and it really helped me. So I really hope you guys take those, and next time you get bloated, you just remember to look in the mirror and say, I'm okay, I've got this.